high, too late. Feel it close, can't escape. Heartbeat racing, feel that break. It's inside. Wide awake. Don't run, don't fight, don't speak. Every breath getting weak. Too deep, too far, no sleep. It's inside, underneath.
Slow walk, I don't chase, just follow. Same road, same pain, same hollow. Guitar cry with a tone so cold, like a story already told. Feel that weight in the air right now. Every move got a shadow now. Turn around, but there's no way out. It's locked in.
Wait, it's right behind you. Don't run, don't hide, too late. Feel it close, can't escape. Heartbeat racing, feel that break. It's inside. Wide awake. Don't run, don't fight, don't speak. Every breath getting weak. Too deep, too far, no sleep. It's inside. It's inside, underneath. You were never alone.
Slow burn. Midnight air. Slow burn. Midnight air. Cold wind through the street. Every step's feel it drag on me. Oh, soul rhythm deep in my chest. Every breath like a test, like a test. Guitar cry in a minor key. Something out there watching me. Feel it close, but I can't see. Just shadows following me. Something ain't right. Run now, don't slow, don't freeze. Heartbeat banging like a drum in me. Too close, can't breathe, can't think. Dark outside and it's hunting me, yeah. Run now, don't stop, don't turn. Feel that pressure, feel that burn. Too late, no space, no peace. Everything closing in on me. Back to the groove, but it feel off. Same road, but the light gon' solve. Strings cry, yeah, the tone get rough. Like the world just ain't enough. Dust rising the worn out boots. Truth hit harder than the proof. Something moving in the roots. Feel it crawling, feel it move. Oh,
Someone too.
Run now, don't slow, don't freeze. Heartbeat banging like a drum in me. Too close, can't breathe, can't think. Dark outside and it's haunting me. Yeah. Run now, don't stop, don't turn. Feel that pressure, feel that burn. Too late, no space, no peace. Everything closing in on me. Still there. Still there. This for the team. From zero, cold nights, no light, just a vision, one mic. No name, no height, just fight. Built it brick by brick. Alright. Every doubt turned to fuel. Every loss made me move. But it wasn't just me in the room. Every step I was walking with you. Hold up. Hands up if you've been here. All this time, yeah, we still here. From the dark to the light. 2K, that's life. Yeah, we built this side by side. We rise, hear the crowd, feel the vibe. This time, thank you all for the ride. Every view, every name, every face, every moment you stayed. When it felt like it wouldn't break, you the reason it changed. Now it's louder, bigger, real. Still the same, still the feel. We don't, we just reveal what we build and what we will.
Never fall, never fade. Stand is the path that we made.
We rise,
We rise,
we rise,
all night.
all night.
We rise,
We rise,
side by side.
side by side.
We rise,
From the dark to the light.
2K, that's life.
Yeah, we built this side by side.
We rise,
Hear the crowd, feel the vibe.
this ours, this time.
Thank you all for the ride. This is just the start.
You feel it changing, don't you? Blue light bleeding through the haze, slow shift in the way you place. Every step rearrange the space, like the world don't feel the same. Something turning in the air, pulling deeper, pulling there. Every breath got weight
right to bear. Like a voice without a prayer, I hear it.
Call me in.
No warning.
It begins.
Hello everybody and welcome to Waylander Gaming. This is Waylander here as we bring you the first of 2 games in, what is this, day number 2 of round 6 in the AFL, the group stages. A lot of the groups, the positions have been decided in. Group A already sorted out, and well, this group still 3rd and 4th spots I think are up for grabs, but these 2 teams sitting pretty at number 1 and number 2. Clash of the Titans here, as it's going to be Salvatore Syndicate versus Rutilant Suns. The Mafiosos up against the Blazing Suns team, who is going to be taking the victory here, as both teams start off with somewhat interesting bans in the sense that it's a Freya up against Sora. It deviates from our usual Marcel Paquito, which is quite nice. The Freya ban meaning the side of Syndicates could possibly be thinking of heading tank jungle, putting an assassin there on the XP lane. So you as an assassin player, you don't really want to go toe-to-toe with a Freya because she's very problematic. Sora as well, big set potential, so it's nice to remove those set potentials from the equation as early as you possibly can. And speaking of big set potentials, 2 of the absolute meta roams, Atlas and Marcel. And with the Atlas ban, it tends to make you think a little bit more along the lines of assassins, because that's what he is very good at dealing with, which is assassin jungles or assassin XP laners, which might be the case. Maybe we'll see a Bennett being picked up, because we've noticed that in the course of the tournament, Bernadette has been having a very good time of things. So it's always a viable option. Bernadetta gives you that backline dive, especially if any of the teams are going to be locking onto heroes like Zetian or Zushin, who are susceptible to backline dive, and God as well, because that's 3 of a few, but the 3 main meta mages at this moment in time. But I suppose at the same time you could be saying, right, it could be a nice time to go for Paquito as well. You notice that the Salvatore Syndicate has left it open, so they're forcing the hand of Rutilant Suns somewhat. They're saying, look, Paquito's open, we actually banned out the Freya. However, we've left Phoveus, and we've left, I think, what is the hard counter to the Paquito opened, which is the Esmeralda. So the side of Suns, they wouldn't be feeling too stressed about a potential first pick on the Paquito. Noting, like, simply that if you're going to have that Paquito play coming through, right, you can hard counter it with Esme. It gives him a very difficult time to deal with in lane. Granted, you could flex him into the jungle. He's not the best at the jungle, because one of the things that he's amazing at doing is dominating the lane. So Blaze just not hesitating here, just deciding, okay, look, Paquito is open, let me go for this. And there's Kenshin, as we would expect, even less hesitation and deciding to go straight for that Esme pick. So Blaze has to be very careful in terms of positioning. Itemization is going to be key. You can't actually build what you normally would on the Paquito, which is either like the War Axe or Hunter Strike for a bit of penetration. You have to build some amount of magic defense and then go into pen to give you that little bit of extra sustain in lane to deal with the Esmeralda, because she's going to be problematic. Now, Zushin picked up directly afterwards, just to make sure that there isn't a counter to the Esmeralda. So does that mean we're going to be seeing a carry pick come through as one of the hard counters very early on? Or potentially we could be looking at a Claude play come in as well, because Claude, if you're going the Trinity build, he can deal with both Zushin and Esmeralda. He's a hard counter to both of those heroes. So a Claude pick might not be a bad option. But if you're going to go, and at the same time, right, that prevents the carry. So they opted to leave the Claude out. Personally, I would have said Claude might have been a better option because you counted 2 heroes for the price of 1. With 1 pick. But carry, obviously, as we know, is one of the hard counters. The same with the Valir. He's going to hard counter the Esme, and you can see they're kind of worried about that. Now, with the carry pick, as we all know, one of her dangers is dealing with heroes like Brody. Any marksman that's going to have attack range and mobility. Though Brody fits just one of the categories. I was thinking maybe an Irithel pick might not be so bad, because with the Irithel you should be able to also kite around the Vakito, who's going to be trying to dive into the backline. So Irithel could have been a pretty solid option for the side of Rutilant Sons, but they go for that big burst boy, which is Brody. Now, the jungle picks still remain for both teams, and YSS a very good ban for the side of Rutilant Sons, because YSS, as we know, with his very high penetration abilities, he's one when it comes towards the mid game. Once it hits around the 8-minute mark, he can actually burst tanky heroes down, like Esmeralda. It also means that there's a possibility that the side of Rutilant Sons could be going for a tank jungle, which means they have a certain degree of damage on the XP lane. But going for a tank jungle, I think, might limit them in terms of the amount of damage that they're going to have as like potential damage output. Because Esmeralda, although she does deal a bit of damage, is not known for burst potential. And Zushin as a mage as well. She's there for control and not so much damage. That would put too much of pressure onto Cotton. So I think maybe a tank jungle for the side of Rutilant Sons might be swaying a little bit too much in terms of tankiness. But the question is now, what can you really go for in terms of assassin picks? Or maybe even potentially a fighter in the jungle, especially considering there is a Paquito. I mean, Hirara was an option, though we know that she kind of snowballs a little bit late. Bronny deciding to add a little bit of extra sustain to this. So they've decided to trade off early game pressure. So based on what they have, we don't expect them to go in with hardcore jungle invades, which is to be expected, especially considering Laxana has the Valir. And Valir, as we know, is very anti aggression hero. Like, he punishes overextensions very well. He punishes invades into the jungle because he can continuously spam that first skill, has a natural purify with his ultimate, and the second skill does CC and displacement is a very amazing skill when it comes to dealing with this. Now, Tyreek locking onto the Hylos, and this combo with Hylos and Leomord is a very strong combination. And as you can see, Super Poopy is deciding between the Lucas and the Guinevere. Now, Leomord can deal with the Guinevere because he's going to delay his engagement. Lucas might be a bit more of a problem because he can sustain through a lot. But if Super Poopy is going to time his engagements right on the Guinevere, he can get the knock-up onto Leomord and carry as well. The same with Paquito. So the question is Killer Sante going to change that spell from Flicker to... Yeah, there we go. That's the Purify change. I mean, the moment the Gwyn came in here, Killer Sante's like, yeah. I'm not dealing with that spatial migration. This is going to be too problematic. So the lines have been drawn. The side of Salvatore Syndicate, they actually have a composition that can apply a bit of pressure in the early game. Are we going to see them go in for this heavy counter jungle strategy, or will we see Rutilant Sons be able to deal with this? We know Rutilant Sons' micro skills are, as a team, maybe the best in the server. At least as far as I've witnessed, the way they layer their team fights, it's absolutely amazing. However, draft-wise, they can be placed under a lot of pressure from the side of Salvatore Syndicate, who, even though they're a very, very new squad, have burst onto the scene like a bat out of hell. It's been an amazing run from them right now. They are sitting number 1, top of the group, in their group. in this round of 32. I'm not sure if Carey is... Okay, Carey does move. I was just about to click on that pause button and take us straight into a very anticlimactic start. As we're just watching this mid lane battle, because we all know, right, how important mid lane prio is in the current meta. It's always going to be a little bit of a brawl fest in here, as both teams manage to control up what they need to. Bronny just trying to proc that passive for the minnow, with Unite just scouting out. They're just checking the bushes, making sure they can get that little bit of extra from the roam passive. Luxana engaging onto minnow. He does have that second skill to heal back up, which he throws out there. Zushin can be a problem for Luxana on the Villiers, because I mean, Zusha, this is what she's really good at doing, which is causing this annoyance. However, Tyreek into the backline, but lovely control from the side of Rutilant Sons. Bronny targeting the right person. Oh, the spatial migration only gets the knock-up onto one, almost landing on their target. So nice mid lane control here from the side of Rutilant Sons. But the side of Salvatore Syndicate, they survive this little bit of early pressure. Now, Bronny in the front line, it's not the hero that you expect to front line too much, not in the early start of a part of the game. He's going to have to itemize very, very correctly here, because we know Minnow, his power spike is level 4. He truly comes online once he picks up Flask of Oasis, but that is definitely not a priority rush item. It's one that you're going to have to delay a little bit, because you need some sustain, especially with the Lear mod and Paquito. So I'd be thinking he's going to be building towards Dreadnought. If you can see, he's already picked up one of the armor plates that's necessary to build that Dreadnought. Meanwhile, with the control here on the XP lane, the battle for the turtle already starting up. Super Poopy taking this turtle down to half HP, but Leomord, as we know, has great objective secure, but he's gonna get stunned up. The control is in there. Also, we use the retribution a little bit early, but still manages to get it because the control was there from the team, and now goes in with the spatial migration, Violent Requiem combo into the backline. But Minnow, he got the Minoan Fury at the most clutch opportunity. Rutilant Sons putting the pressure onto the early game. We can see the chase onto the Pac-Man, who has the awareness and ability to flicker back to safety underneath the turret. Lovely execution in there. I actually thought Super Poopy might have lost out on that turtle, because as it reset, he rested just a fraction early with that little bit of HP regen going on. Could have lost the turtle, might have been a game-changing moment, but the rest of the team with the control unite with lovely displacement plays there. As now Rutilant Sons, they know they disrupted the rotation timings here from the side of Salvatore Syndicate, so now they have this opportunity to pile the pressure in here. Oh, Super Poopy escapes with us. Light heal coming through from Bronny, and this is 3-0 and already a 2k gold lead. We're heading into the 3.5 minute mark. The side of Rutilant Sons showing us why they are considered to be one of, if not the best team in the server, piling on the pressure onto these newcomers, the upstarts that are Salvatore Syndicate, trying to make sure that they can end this undefeated streak. This is a lot to play for, lots of pressure involved, but we know Salvatore Syndicate, they have this opportunity to come back from dire situations. They have done it in previous games, which is how they've maintained this winning status of theirs. They are undefeated so far. But Rutilant Sons, they got the bit between their teeth. They're dealing with the pressure from the mid lane duo, but oh, look at that. It's going to be the spatial migration Violent Requiem combination here onto Hylos. He's forced to use the Revitalize, but that's going to be no spatial migration, or at least no Violent Requiem for this turtle. Leomord trying to find the right angle in here as the glorious pathway into the backline. They know they need to get that zone away, but the Minoan Fury is just continuously knocking everybody up as the turtle is taken down. The chase is on. Esmeralda is just forcing everybody back. Spatial migrations absolutely on point by Super Poopy as he's landing it shot after shot. I don't think he's missed a spatial migration so far. The side of Rutilant Sons are really piling the pressure on. Killer Sandy are having a very difficult time dealing with this high pressured play from Cotton. Meanwhile, the jungle invade continues once more. Retribution not available, but there's going to be Cotton taking down the first turret of the game. The glorious pathway has been committed. Super Poopy given enough time for the Retribution to come through. Phantom Steed into the mix, trying to force back everybody as, oh my goodness, it's a pick-off kill there onto the carry. Meanwhile, this pressure continuing into the jungle. Violet Requiem was committed. That's going to be another kill. The control is in here. Paquito trying to get the combo off, but he's going to be hunted down. There's the Esme and Zushin combo and the spatial migration just to finish it off like a cherry on top of the cake. And this gives opportunity for mid lane turret to be pressured in. Bronny just providing the cover for, well, the person that you wouldn't expect to be basic attacking a turret, but is basic attacking a turret. It's a Unite Discovery with mid lane now opened up. Salvatore Syndicate in a hot water. The Suns are, well, quite literally on fire at the start of this game, having built up a healthy 6k gold lead. If we just take a look at the itemizations already, Minnow rushed the Dom Ice, BOD already completed on the Brody. This is going to be a very big item, and especially with the top lane being opened up, Brody's going to start making those rotations across very soon. So that's going to be something you really have to be on the lookout for. Double anti-heal there on the side of Rutilant Sons. Glowing Wand is there as well. Oh, Blazy walks into the midst of what is an absolute war zone as the Minoan Fury comes through. There's the knock-up. Super Poopy with the pick-off into the backline. That is a 4-for-nothing exchange in the mid lane. And the best Leomord can do is just hope to try to trade this off for a turret. But it is looking dire for the side of Salvatore Syndicate. Rutilant Sons turning up the heat. They are on fire at the start of this game. Slowly stacking this up to a 10k gold lead with this third and final turtle being secured. Now, in terms of strategy, Rutilant Sons, as we know, what they're going to need to do at this stage in the game, and at least achieve this within the next 2 minutes, which means they're going to have around 3 waves to do it, 3 to 4 waves to do this, is get those tier 2 turrets taken down. There's only one left standing, and remove the holy shields. There's one taken down on the top lane. They need the mid and bot lane holy shields. The control here from Unite on the Zushin, just so deadly. There's the dive into the backline by Esmeralda, forcing everybody back, creating the space to take the tier 2 turret, and potentially, there's not enough minions here to take out the holy shield. The minion being stopped right at the very entrance. So it's a minute to go, which means you can have one more wave after this. It's going to be the 8-minute 40-second wave that they can use to try to take out these holy shields. If they can get that sorted out, it gives them prime position to end this, especially considering, torn apart memory does come through. Minnow with the force back, lovely play from him. At the same time, Kenshin on this Esmeralda doing that constant zoning here in the mid lane. Super Poopy just forcing everybody with a little bit of a disguise play that gives enough space for the waves to come through. So this is brilliant team execution from the side of Rutilant Sons, getting rid of all the holy shields at the perfect moment in time. So now it's all about managing the equilibrium of the waves just to keep them pressured in for the final 10 seconds before the Lord starts up. And like I said, this could be a golden opportunity to end the game very quickly, though it's not going to be the quickest ending. I mean, we got to see that a few nights ago. That was Renab Jutsu versus Night Valor. 9 minutes and 11 seconds on the clock. Crazy. I don't know who's ever going to be topping that in the AFL. It's going to obviously get harder and harder to do that as the later the competition goes on. Now, lovely discipline from the side of Rutilant Sons. You can see they're setting up for this mid lane wave control. The Lord will be spawning up in the next 3 seconds, as Rutilant Sons are trying to make sure that the side lanes have been sorted out. Because if they can get all 3 waves to crash in, they've got pretty much everything in the locker. Every spell on cooldown. every major skill. Everything is set up for big backline dive potential. Waves have been managed. Mid lane making it slow way down the aisle here. The Lord pushing in from the top. The bot lane might be slightly off. It depends. I don't think it's going to be too hectic as the waves are being sorted out mid and top lane. It's just the bot lane that might be slightly out of sync, as Brody here with that extended range and having picked up the BOD, Blaze the Paquito wants to try to stop the wave, at least the mid lane wave from coming through. Brody throwing out those skills, still keeping on to the torn apart memory, but now the base has been cracked open. The Lord being dragged up, glorious pathway, but there's the Minoan Fury into the backline. The follow from the side of Rutilant Sons, absolutely devastating. They take down 3, make that 4. Will this be a full team wipe? It's only Luxana. That's 1 more for the road. It's 18 to nothing as Rutilant Sons dominant in the first game.
Victory!
My goodness, what a show from them. Super Poopy picking up the MVP. Though I in all honesty, cannot tell you who the MVP, in my opinion, would be from the side of Rutilant Sons. It was just a stellar performance from them all across the show. I suppose Super Poopy would be a very valid choice, because those spatial migrations were absolutely deadly. Absolutely deadly. I mean, this is one of the better Guinevere performances we've seen in the AFL so far. Now, with this being said, let's just get the switch going. So the teams have been switched around, and we're going to be heading into the next matchup. So I was going to tell the teams that we're starting now. And it is game number 2 for the evening. Everybody is ready and set. This is going to be an amazing, amazing match between the two. And hello, Merlin. Welcome to the stream. I'm good. I hope you're excited. Though the first game was strangely dominant. Yeah.
I was watching the YouTube. It was insane. Like, oh no, Super Poopy was doing a lot on that Guinevere.
Agreed. It's been an amazing performance from Rutilant Sons in the first game. I mean, Salvatore Syndicate is no like slouch. There's not a bad team, not by any stretch of the imagination. But Rutilant Sons just pushed it an entire gear. I mean, we have seen them with some troll drafts and some troll picks and plays throughout the course of the tournament. Today was deadly serious.
Yeah, I was looking at it and I was like, who even train these guys? It was so, like, controlled.
It was aggressive, but it was, as you said, controlled aggression.
Yeah.
So, the ban so far is the typical Marcel ban, right? Sora is, I think, a respect ban onto Blaze, since Blaze does play a mean Sora. Now, the Belleric ban, I think they're going for, this time round, an attack speed marksman.
I would think so. I would think either Moskov is coming out, maybe a potential carry. Even maybe, you know, if Sons, you might see a Mia just for the memes.
Though Mia has been performing quite well in rank, if you look at the recent global statistics.
Yeah, no, she's been insane. It's the buff on Berserkers, and like her ult is just really hard to deal with once you get the snowball going.
Agreed. I mean, oh, they're looking for the pack pick. They're looking for the pack pick. Yeah, Syndicate have to ban it out.
100%.
But there's Phobius still.
Yeah, but Phobius, like, it is a really good counter and really good disruption, but it doesn't stop what Puck does.
Not like the Esme.
Like, yeah, like Puck is just gonna kill the lane and leave. Phobius can't catch up. He'll get to the team fight, but it's gonna be a bit late. Someone will have died to Puck. You know?
Yes. They decide to leave it open, so I mean, they can actually deal with it if they go for Phobius Akai as a combo.
Yeah, 100%. Then Puck is gonna be quite neutered.
Maybe even an Arlot. If you put build Dreadnought on the Arlot first, and then Because like a Kai Arlot is a broken combo.
100%. I actually like that idea. The Arlots against the Puck, I think it would be fine. I mean, look, Puck is still going to do quite a bit of damage, but Arlot does have the tools to like at least go against him, and also can rotate pretty well.
Yes, agreed. And the final slash is a beautiful spell to use. So it is on the table, right? They either can go for the counter in the phobia. Oh, there's a Paquito as well, and they went for, I mean, for the Kufra as well. So Kufra and Zushin. The Zushin's not really a counter to the Paquito. He's going to burst her down before she's going to be able to build up any stacks.
Yeah, 100%. But the Kufra pick coming out, I quite like. It is gonna help against the Puck with all his dashes.
Yes. But then Kufra is going to have to be playing in the half space near the mage in order to provide some amount of protection. And with the Brawny going for the Khalid play, that means he's going to try to apply pressure onto Kufra just to make sure that he can't get into position very early on, force him out of the fights as quickly as possible. Now, Blaze, I mean, they should be picking up the XP laner now.
Yeah, 100%. Is Guinevere going to be mid lane or jungle? Like, because Super Poopy must play jungle last lane, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, you could play Gwen as a mage, but she's not going to have a fun time up against the Zushin. Because, I mean, Zushin, we know, is just super strong at dealing with anybody who needs to get close or within her skill range.
True. I see something weird also, like a Puck gold lane. You never know.
Yeah, you never know. Though, I mean, you know, he's best suited to the XP lane. You need him to rotate quite quickly.
100%.
Yeah.
But I mean, we're going to find out.
Yeah, true. I mean, there is a Ruby to try to sustain up against the pack, but the itemization has to be on point.
100%. And it's also not a bad pick into the Guinevere and the Khalid. Like, the control that she has can really stuff up what they're trying to do.
Yeah, agreed. She's going to be able to sustain through quite a bit and disrupt a lot of what they're going to be trying to do with the Khalid and Guinevere. So not a bad choice overall. Because it might be even a better pick than the Phoveus one.
Very valid. I'm wondering what this last ban is going to be for the side of Salvatore Syndicate. I might want to ban out like a monster. Just, you know, I know you can see two fighters. One of them is probably might move to the jungle. You don't really know, but I would want to get rid of Moskov.
Well, Moskov might experience a little bit of problems from Kufra and Ruby if he's going to go in. But it's the rest of the skills he brings to the table that's kind of crazy.
I am vengeance.
You know, it's that constant split push potential. And we have seen Cotton on the Moskov. He's, in my opinion, the best Moskov I've seen.
You see? So yeah, it was a good, and they did decide to ban it. Even banning out the white is really good. Yeah,
Yes.
for the side of Rutilant Fun, because that's going to give them so much vision, and I think it's a much needed like damage input here that they could have used on the side of Salvatore.
Yeah. But with Salvatore right now, they don't have... The one thing they're missing is sustain. They've got 3 fighters being picked up.
Yeah.
It might be best to go for a tank jungle. Maybe an Akai would be a good option.
Come on, they left the car open. That's insane. I wouldn't even think twice. I picked that thing up immediately.
Because Akai is not really worried about CC effects.
At all. Like, Puck does do quite a bit of damage to a Kylo, but like once you get to bed, now she's chilling.
Yeah, agreed. Now, it looks like you might be right. It looks like it might be a fighter on the gold lane with either the Guinevere or the Paquito. It might be the Paquito. Personally, I'd say Paquito would do better against Clint than Guinevere.
Yeah. But yeah, Guinevere gold lane is not too bad, but I also prefer the Puck gold lane. I see a lot of people like on the internet have been trying it out, and some have had good success. So we'll see how it plays out.
Yeah, that's true. There's a lot of variations and combos that Rutilant Sons can bring in. With the target is going to be Killer Sunday on this Clint. who,
Yeah.
okay, look, I know it's a Clint, and he has Purify, but his positioning is going to have to be almost perfect. Even with the Purify, because if you think about it, right, you've got a Guinevere to worry about, a Paquito to worry about, a Khalid to worry about, all with backline dive potential.
And God also has quite good distance on that Mystic Rush. So
Yeah.
it is going to be really hard to get, like, keep your space. It's going to come up to, like, Kufra and Zushin, and if Akai can also just give him the space that he needs.
Yeah. But then you see, if you pick up a Kai, you're going to be lacking in damage. Because you look at the lineup from the side of Salvatore Syndicate, where's your damage coming from?
Yeah. I would have maybe gone for Fred. I know he's been like a bit thingy, but he still does quite decent damage.
Then it'll be Fred into Gwen. And Guinevere hard counters Fred.
That is so true. I don't know. How did you pick here then?
It's a difficult choice. I would have actually went for, if they had the options to, instead of picking up the MM first, maybe you go and lock onto the Lucas, which, I mean, Salvatore Syndicate have used Lucas very well. It might have been nice if they picked up the Lucas. But in terms of jungle choices, it was going to be tough. But Leomord could have worked as well, or once again.
Oh yeah, Leomord actually would have been pretty solid here. I mean, granted, he does like have his late game problems with his defense, but he's still a really solid hero.
Yeah, all around, he is very solid. He's still in the meta in terms of jungle picks.
Yeah, still in the top 5 in my opinion.
So the side of, like, based on the drafts, right, Salvatore Syndicate need to be a counter engage. They can't be going for sets and pickoffs. They need to wait for that engagement to come to them. Because they have the counter abilities with the Akai, with the Ruby, with the Kufra. But they don't have the damage. So if they go in to try to get a pickoff, they're going to get picked off in return. Because you're going to be committing your spells and not have them available. And without damage.
100%. I mean, once Kufra will have damage, but that's more like late game times. And that's only if he does decide to go for the Thunderbolt, Cursed Helmet bolt. So, yeah, it's going to be a bit hard for them to, like... But their mid lane control is really good.
Yeah. But then, like, he's going to have to try to sustain up against a Khalid and a Paquito and a Lucas. So, you know, it's natural that he's only going to be picking up the Dreadnought as the first item.
100%. But this is going to be interesting. They're going to really have to rely on Clint, like, especially once we get to, like, the 8-minute mark. Hopefully, Clint can get his power down early and he can, like, rotate more often because they're going to use damage a lot.
Because it is Clint up against a Guinevere, and that's not such a stressful matchup for the Clint.
Yeah. And he does have the Purify, so he should be fine. Like, he must avoid, like, letting the Guinevere just bait it out. He has to let her commit to the ult before he purifies.
Yeah. Or if he's got the fast fingers, he can second skill.
Yeah, that's very true. And it does catch the art. Like, you just end up sitting there, watching Clint walk away from you.
Yeah.
Quite funny, actually.
Yeah. But, I mean, the Clint now, this entire game, his position is going to have to be on point. He's the only source of damage, and he's very susceptible to a lot of things that's in the draft here from Rutilant Sons. Oh, but there's Tyreek on the Kufra. Try to get a dash in onto God. Maybe force him to burn out that flicker so the flicker play won't be available. Now, Super Poopy, I thought he was making a rotation there towards Blaze. He's almost level 5. Now he hits level 5, so he's going to have a big retribution advantage come the time for the engagement. But oh, look at the combo. Heavy spin timing from King Kage. On point. Beautiful play from him as now they use this massive counter initiation play to try to get something further done, but it's going to be a 1-for-1 trade-off with the turtle going the way of Salvatore Syndicate. I'd say they would have they won out this little skirmish slightly.
100%. That was a nice set and follow-up there from Kufra and Akai. It was very, very clean. I mean, in fact, it come and cause a ruckus, but you can't really stop that. So yeah.
I mean, the only way to get the secure on that turtle properly was if there was a rotation here from Guinevere. They should have tried for numbers advantage, that could have been a turnaround moment for them. Because like once Super Poopy gets locked into the heavy spin, it didn't matter that he had the higher retry level, which is a big advantage to have. It just simply means you're stunned. What are you going to be retrying?
Yeah, you can't do nothing, especially with the Kai stun. It's so long. But yeah, Guinevere could have actually made the rotation. That's a nice displacement coming out here from Lucian, just pushing out the Khalid here, making him quite low.
Yeah.
But yeah, Guinevere could have made a rotation.
Yeah. I mean, look, we expect the control to be there from the Kufra and the Zushin. It's just not the damage. Like you see, they took a Kai down. I mean, Khalid down really low, but there's no real way to finish him off just yet. As Khalid, he's not going to be too stressed because he knows there's no real way for him to be taken down unless the numbers are too much against him. They did force out the Sandstorm though.
That's a very important also. I think it might be back in time for Turtle, but I think it'll be about 10 seconds or so late. So we'll see.
Oh, lovely rotation here onto Luxana from the Lucas, but he's going to get picked up as the Crimson Lantern has been committed. Heavy spin from Akai, couldn't manage to get the pin onto Lucas. So that's two very big spells gone and one hero from off the map. This should be a turtle going the way of the side of Rutilant Sons, but you can never tell in these retry battles. Oh, lovely spatial migration there coming through from the Guinevere as she just makes sure that this is going to be a turtle in their favor. Rutilant Sons once more switching gears on us, picking up a 1.4k, 1.3k gold lead. And what is that? 3 kills to boot.
Yeah. 3 kills. I think this Lucas is actually going to be their main problem that they're going to have to deal with here, because his ability to buy space is unlike any other jungler. He can literally just go in, push everybody, stun them down, and he's so tanky.
Yeah, now the engagement here onto Kenshin, with the dive in. There's the Tyrant's Wrath catching onto the Paquito. Mystic Gush, however, forces everybody away, but there is the heavy spin just to provide a certain degree of safety. But Super Poopy is like, nobody is safe. He gets the turnaround, just like Merlin was saying. He's in and out like a... he's almost like an assassin there, but he's a fighter.
Yeah, if you know how to play Lucas really well, he gives a lot of space to your teammates, because he can stun up like CC heroes like Kufra and stuff, because his first skill is a stun and it's CC immune, plus his health. Kind of diabolical if you are.
Agreed. He is, it's kind of crazy. But Clint, Killer Sandy, he did trade off all of that pressure, at least the 1 kill in the jungle, for a top lane turret. So that's keeping the gold lead more or less within touching distance. It is a 2k gold lead. But the sides of Rutilant Sons, they've been playing very fearlessly, even though there's such a big counter-engage potential from Salvatore Syndicate.
Yeah, but that's the way you gotta play this kind of lineup. Like, it's very fighter-based, very aggression-based. If you're gonna wait for things to happen to you, you're gonna be in trouble.
Agreed. Now, the second turtle is up. And, you know, I actually think that, the third turtle is up. The second turtle was where it cost the side of Salvatore Syndicate. Once they lost the mage and the heavy spin, they shouldn't have actually tried to contest for this.
Yeah, 100%. It was just killed for nothing. As Lucia needs to be testing a message here. Kawakito picking up a killing spree. Lucas is in the tower, just causing damage. Look at that beast bomb, just halving everyone's HP.
Yeah. Now with this wave and the angle that Rutilant Sons are going in on, it's jungle invade, but it's jungle invade with the potential to take down the mid lane turret. Killer Sandy wants to keep this protected, but the team is sort of setting up for this, but they decide to back off. You think maybe a little bit more aggression could have been helpful to take down this mid lane turret?
Yeah, 100%. They could have forced it. Like, I think when Lucas was in there, if his team decided to follow up, I think they could have pushed it in.
Yeah, I agree with you. It was just a little bit. You didn't even have to actually try and get the buff. It was just to cause a bit of distraction, because it was only the Clint there to protect. And he's got decent wave clear, but I don't think it would have been enough to save this turret, because it's just a couple of hits away.
100%. And I mean, they do have the damage dealers to quickly just poke it down. As we do see that Akai comes save his Pinya onto the Khalid. Will he go down? Gord is using the Mystic Gush to try and save his ally, but the damage is just not there. Pakito into the mix has to flicker out. Does manage to do it. Lucas is into the backline, just doing so much damage, man. The beat bomb is on. Everybody's low. Everybody's running. They're scattered.
Yeah.
And nobody dies. Insane. Bronny being the only kill in that fight.
Yeah. And once more, there is the potential to get pressure onto the mid lane, but it looks like they're opting to take this top lane turret. Unite Discovery, the one putting the pressure here, with Lucas in a nice wraparound position, but I think the waves might save this top lane turret.
Yeah, it's looking like it is, unless this clincher gets caught out position, which it's looking pretty likely.
Yeah, because he doesn't have the Purify anymore, having committed it in the earlier fight to escape the attentions of Lucas. Now the first Lord of the game is up. This is the 8-minute Lord. Not the tankiest, and with Holy Shields available on all sides, it's not the most effective of Lords, or going to be the most effective of Lords, but it's still a Lord, nonetheless.
100%. So fuck down rubies to like next to nothing. There's no ruby for the Lord engagement here.
Yeah. Akai now, he's just being forced back. Lovely zoning from the side of Rutilant Sons. Tyreek tries to go in. He commits the Tyrant's Wrap, only catching out Brawny, but being forced back by the damage from God. So that's the first Lord going the way of Rutilant Sons. And this is where they could gain an advantage. Like, I'm not saying they don't have an advantage. They do, but it's not as big as you would think it is, because the map control is even. It's using this Lord that they can actually secure even more.
And it looks like Rutilant Sun has slowed down their plays just a bit. I'm guessing they just realized that the counter engagement is there, as we do see Pakito getting shut down in the bot lane by Ruby and Akai.
Yeah, that's the thing when you are going to get the dive in. Now Lucas, he wants to try to go in onto Blaze, but the heavy spin combo comes out. But can Lucas survive through all of this? He commits the Unleash the Beast. I'm offended, was committed early on, but now with no spells, it's going to be the Mystic Gush that's there to try to melt everybody. Akai tries to get the stop onto it, but he pays the price, and that's going to be a pick off onto Akai here. Though I think tier 3 turrets are still safe. Probably even the tier 2 turrets, the mid lane one anyway.
100%. They just didn't have, like you said, they lack damage without them. As you see the Sandstorm with the flicker into the backline here, catching on to everybody as Lucas is roaming, but Clint managing to take down the Khalid. But Lucas into the backline just decimating everybody. That is a 3-for-1 exchange here in the bot lane.
Yeah, what a Mystic Gush play from Cotton.
Yeah.
Just dealing the damage that was necessary at the right moment in time.
Yeah, that was such a good team fight right there. They needed to wait. I don't know what made okay, but it was the Khalid initiate and it was so clean. So they had no choice but to take the fight.
Yeah. And we were talking about the Clint's positioning in the early part of the game. It needed to be perfect. Because it's just, you're very susceptible to too many things.
100%. You needed to be at the back of you. Like, while everyone is in the front of the tower, you needed to be like right at the back near the end. Because that's how you would have loved.
Like a high mobility marksman would have been nice in the setup. A Claude maybe, or even Irithel wouldn't have been too bad.
I think Irithel would have been perfect here for this kind of lineup. Because all of these heroes are like, get on you, and then they can't chase you. So like, once Irithel dodges you, then you're pretty much right. Yeah.
And if you pick up the Purify with the as the spell that's necessary, I mean, it'll remove the CC effects and at the same time give you a slight bit of movement speed, so that it gives you just enough time to use the heavy crossbow. And it could have been a much better choice than the Clint, but let's see if they can get the positioning right. It's, as we said, very difficult. Clint already completing the Endless Battle and the Malefic Roar. he went for a rose gold as well, just to sustain through the Paquito, because that's the only hero he's really going to have to worry about without the Purify.
I think you should have focused more on damage, like picking up the Berserker's Fury. Ooh, yeah, we do see the heavy spin is into the mix here. Lucas just managing to secure that Lord there. That was insane plays coming out there. Guinevere taken down low, but Bronny has been taken down. The engagement is onto Akaya in the mid lane. The Mystic Gush just barreling down the damage on him, but he doesn't manage to live. Lucas just manages to get that skill 1 out. The displacement is on to Puck here. Manages to flicker out, and that'll be a 1-for-1 exchange. But the Lord going in the way of Rutilant Sons. Insane.
Yeah, that knockback from Kenshin on the Paquito just is securing and making sure that Akai couldn't dash back to safety, and layered to perfection, in fact. He understood the control timing from his team, and he went in at just the right moment in time. But now Clint, he's come online. He's starting to hurt a little bit here as they take out Unite Discovery. Granted, it is a Guinevere, and she's not the tankiest of heroes, but still, you can see the damage output from Clint is going to be available now. Super Poopy, he goes into the beast form, but he's gonna get trapped up by the heavy spin, but somehow he manages to disengage. Zushin, she's so close to be taken down, uses the Crimson Lantern flicker, but does Lucas, he is in a 1v3 situation, almost gets a kill. However, Tyreek trying to block the engagement here into the bot lane as the Lord pushed in to the base now. But Clint is there to try to get the recovery going, but now once more engagement onto Roxana, who has just enough HP to get to the healing fountain. This is looking a bit dire for the side of Salvatore Syndicate.
Yeah, 100%. Look, he's not okay on this Lucas. Like, he almost won basically a 1v4 up there. Like, Ruthen got poked out so low that she has to leave. The other two almost died. Like, nah.
Yeah, exactly. Well, he has gotten the Queen's wings and the Rose Gold already built, so it gives him a certain degree of survivability. And with the War Axe, as we know, it's a little bit of extra sustain.
Yeah, but still, like, that's insane. Like, oh man, I can't imagine doing that. Like, and also the timing of his ulti under the tower, he could have been sure. So the engagement, yeah, onto the Kufra, doing a little bit of poke damage, trying to get Khalid a little bit low.
Yeah, well, Salvatore Syndicate, on the positive side for them, they do have at least two tier 3 turrets standing, right? And they have the ability to contest for this. It's not all hope is gone. Like the first game, I would say, like, all hope was gone that first game. That was a water performance from Rutilant Sons. That was one of the cleanest games I've witnessed in the entire AFL.
Yeah, no, that was so controlled and so well thought out, and the discipline was insane.
Yes, very, very, very good execution.
There wasn't even a death on their side, was there?
No. Yeah, it was, I think, like, 18-0.
That's a violation.
Yeah. Now the Lord is being started off, but more as a baiting strategy from the side of Rutilant Sons, which I always love. Like, you just tap on the Lord just to bait people out of position so you can get the vision that's necessary. Kai trying to get himself into the right space to land that heavy spin, but Brawny doing his best to try to get the zone away. Tyreek charging up. Oh, he goes in. Tyrant's Wrath being dodged there by Super Poopy. This guy's fingers. My goodness. He's like extremely fast. They should change it to from Super Poopy to Super Fingers. I mean, I don't know how fast those fingers were to get out of the Tyrant's Wrath.
For real, that was insanity. Flicker altered him and he still gets out, but the use of the engagement is continuing. Yeah, everybody's low. Paquito flickers into the backline, gets the double kill onto the Zeuston. That is a, what, I believe 3-0 exchange?
3-0, and the Lord plus 2 waves coming through. They're just, look at this from Cotton. I mean, the decision making is beautiful. Like, they just waited. Wave equilibrium. The dive potential is in here. This could be the end. There is a wave that spawned up. Khalid is into the backline. He went into the sandstorm just to zone the Clint away. He's going to heal back up. There's the Mystic Gush. Oh, the follow-up from Unite. Beautifully done. Full team wipe, and that is GG's to Rutilant Sons, who have, well, they've shown why they're considered to be one of the best, if not the best team in the server.
Yeah, no, that flicker jump at the end there was insane.
Crazy stuff. Well played to them. And this, I think, might change things at the top of the table there. Salvatore Syndicate were sitting at number 1. Rutilant Sons just below them. It might cause some changes. We will check that out on the website a little bit later on. But for the time being now, it's going to be into game number 2 that we head. We're going to have the lobby set and ready for you in just a second, as we all take a breath and reflect on this performance from Rutilant Sons.
Yeah. Going on.
Late night, dark blue, feel that way. No rush, I don't chase. Move slow, set the pace. All calm, all wait. Dark blue, low light, no talk, just vibe. Step in, whole night, all eyes, don't lie. Came in quiet, no scene made, no flashes, clean shade. Everything move when I say no rush, let it play. Cold air, slow res, no stress, no tears, all smooth, no mess, just steps, wait, let it ride like that, slow, bring it right back. Dark blue, feel that way. No rush, I don't chase. Move slow, set the pace. All calm, all wait. Dark blue, low light, no talk, just vibe. Step in, whole night, all eyes, don't lie. All black, blue tint glass, no pass, just pass. No sound, just bass. Everything in place, no tone, don't flex. No need, just press. One move, that's set. No doubt, no guess. Down, feel it in your chest now, slow. Everything connect now. Dark blue, feel that way. No rush, I don't chase. Move slow, set the pace. All calm, all wait. Dark blue, low light, no talk, just vibe. Step in, whole night, all eyes, don't lie. Yeah. Stay cool. Stay cool.
Midnight calling. You feel it too. Low flame flicker in the dark. Cold wind whisper through my heart. Every step echo like a spark. Something tearing me apart. I hear your name in the night, but it don't sound right. Like a ghost in the light, pulling me in. Don't run, don't run. Don't hide too late. Feel it close, can't escape. Heartbeat racing, feel that break. It's inside. inside, underneath.
Slow walk, I don't chase, just follow. Same road, same pain, same hollow. Guitar cry with a tone so cold, like a story already told. Feel that weight in the air right now. Every move got a shadow now. Turn around, but there's no way out. It's locked in.
Wait, it's right behind you. Don't run, don't hide, too late. Feel it close, can't escape. Heartbeat racing, feel that break. It's inside. Wide awake. Don't run, don't fight, don't speak. Every breath, getting weak. Too deep, too far, no sleep. It's inside.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the stream. We're into, unfortunately, the last game of the evening, although there will be two matches in this best of two. It's Purgatory Gildan up against Phantom Vanguard. Neither of the teams, we know, have the ability to qualify to get through to the round of 16. Unfortunately, though, I would say to both squads, they should feel proud of themselves, actually having gotten into the top 32. Which, I mean, Merlin, I'm sure you realize, playing in the tournament yourself, that's no mean feat. That's not an easy thing to do.
Yeah, no, it's really hard. Like, the seeding stage is intense. But yeah, you know, I'm also really glad my team made it this far. We're probably also not going to qualify, but it's a really good experience considering this is what our second tournament ever.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And well, it means that there's just room for growth, room for potential there. Well, this AFL's shown me a lot as one of the main organizers for Mobile Legends in our region. It's shown me that the work everyone's putting in, from the organizers of various tournaments, the players themselves, the coaches that are involved, the amount of work that's being done by everyone is most certainly paying off.
100%. But yeah, looking at the bans here, I'm surprised to see a Hanzo ban. I'm guessing that's a respect ban towards someone on Phantom Vanguard.
Well,
as well as the Flint ban.
But you know how much I talk to the players in our server. It's quite a bit, actually. Maybe not so much on WhatsApp, right? But definitely on Discord. So yeah, this is 100% a respect ban for the side of Phantom Vanguard. What I love, like, from listening to the captains from both sides and from other teams as well, is the amount of research that they actually do. Like, they'll go in, and then some captains will come and talk to me, and they'll be like, because like, obviously I get to see a lot more of the teams than most people. So you always know that there's this amount of homework being done, which is very exciting. I mean, Purgatory Gildan too, they weren't known for playing a lot of tank heroes. But I mean, just look at the adjustment that they make, which is picking up the Atlas very early on. And we all know how deadly Atlas can be, especially with this, right? If Agent Ice locks onto the God, this is a crazy combo. Atlas God. I don't know. What do you think, Merlin? Which is better? Atlas God, Kalea God?
God, Atlas God. Like the slows and the freezes are just, it's too long. Like out of the Kalia thing, you can possibly get out, and it's only a one-person lock. But Atlas can lock like at least 3 people for the God, and it's GG.
Yeah, I mean it's a very, very broken combo. I mean the side of Phantom Vanguard, they've also picked up a combo themselves. They went in with the Akai Angela. Now you think they're gonna flex the Angela into the mid lane or play it as a proper support?
You know, it might be mid lane. Like, I wouldn't put it past him. But picking up the Akai was a very smart choice after seeing the Atlas. I was surprised, like, that PG didn't ban Akai. Like, yeah, no, you want to keep people's broken heroes out of their hands. But now you kind of counted yourself, you know?
Yeah, there is the counter to Atlas here with Nana, right? Because she can disrupt what he wants to do. But I'm loving the pick from McCain on the carry, even though it's a little bit early. That means second phase now. They probably need to ban out Claude, maybe the Irithel. They should be focusing onto bans in this next phase.
100%. And I think they also just wanted to get it before Phantom Vanguard bans it out, you know, because I'm guessing they probably would have banned it out looking at their lineup, you know. You have Angela, Akai. You don't really want to see a carry.
Yeah, true. And well, with only the Akai, they need to have a tanky XP laner.
Demons shall bathe in their blood.
100%. I would go for Belleric.
Yeah, Belleric could work. Nice counter engage. Though they'll need somebody to get in onto the God. That might have to be... But it can't be the that's the thing.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, they kind of locked themselves into a position, yeah. I'm not sure what they're going to choose for the XP laner. If I was them...
Yuzong.
It's not as tanky. I would go for that. Yeah, either, you know, I was thinking Arlott would also be very nice.
Well, they do ban out the Moscow. We do expect them to ban out MMs. Maybe it might be not a bad decision to ban out the Yuzong. Unless they're planning on picking it up themselves. But then it's like, it's iffy because Vanguard do have the next pick.
Yeah, immediately after the draft, they're going to have the next pick. So I would probably go and ban out, like if I was on the side of Vanguard, I would probably ban out a last nuisance here that you don't really want to see. And considering they haven't picked up Excellent, if you're going to go for the YZ, I would take out the Arlott or the no, I'm blind. Pack is already been banned out or Benedetta.
Yeah.
Guinevere.
Interesting. Well, Guinevere could work into this lineup as well. I mean, Kai does have the heavy spin, but if you can get him controlled up quick enough, and at least have that backline dive potential, could be a bit of a problem. Yuzong is just very, very difficult to counter. This is the thing. Like, you gotta really make the choice in here.
Yeah. Like, if they don't ban it now and it does get picked up, it's gonna be hard, but they have to focus the ban, because they did pick up the so early, so I do understand the decision there.
They are risking it. And so with the Yuzong, I mean, maybe they could go for a little off-meta pick like Thalmus, because Thalmus is pretty good at dealing with the Yuzong.
Yeah, and they do like them. The PGD's players do like their Thalmuses.
Yeah, it could actually work into this lineup if the Yuzong's being picked up. But from the looks of it, it looks like Isagi Yoichi wants to go for Assassin, or even Lapu, right? Lapu's not a bad choice, not by any stretch.
Yeah, Lapu would actually be pretty solid. It can't be controlled, but Bene is, I think, the undisputed XP laner for all, besides YZ, the undisputed XP laner for like backline dive. Like a petrified, very nasty.
Agreed. But if I was on the side of PGD right now, I'd be thinking Yuzong all the way. You're gonna have the backline to get in onto the Nana and the Angela, and the ability to like zone Angela before she can lock onto the hard guard, maybe even force her to use it a little bit early there. You can see that flashing on that Yuzong, because Yuzong can deal with Bernadetta in lane.
I don't know what kind of jungler they're gonna go for. I would go for the Barats personally. Just to, it really does wonders against the Kai. It really shuts him down quite a bit.
true. Okay, Belmont's not a bad choice. You only have to really worry about Nana. And well, I was actually thinking of Suyu for that little bit of extra damage. But, yeah, I mean, Belmont sounds, it's like a good hybrid choice.
Yeah. Plus his retry is pretty good with his ult, you know.
Yeah.
So you do have very nice objective confession, but yeah, I think you're right. I think Suyu would have been marvelous because also the opportunity is in here for a bit of invading since mid lane duo in the early game can't really do anything. Let's be real, it's an Angela.
Yes.
And Nana.
Yeah. You got the option with extremely fast jungle clear. Granted, you do have to worry about the Nana and Akai. That's the only real worry that you have. But with Yuzong there to try to bait out skills, Atlas there to make sure that the control is in, as the Suyu, you're just going to have to play him like a proper assassin. It's almost like how you'd play like a Saber or something. Just camp it out.
I mean, that's my preferred way of playing Suyu. I don't like to go in like a madman. Like I'm some sort of a fighter. He's just in and out here. You know?
Well, when you watch the pros, that's exactly what they do. They know that why risk your micro and hope that you get your micro skills sorted out if you can just outplay properly.
Yeah. So one time, just go in, get the kill, leave out, or you can set up a stun for your teammates to follow up and just leave and then come back and finish off. There's so much utility with you. But you're gonna see what happens in this match.
Yeah, exactly. So this is game number 1 between Purgatory Gildan up against Phantom Vanguard. And this is a game of honor, so pride is at stake in this match between the two teams. The drafts have been decided. Like I said, I kind of am loving Purgatory's draft in this matchup. However, if you let this Angela get that Flask of Oasis early enough without applying the necessary degree of pressure, it could prove to be problematic.
Yeah, especially if the Angela, if the Navi gets to scaling and then, that's the target of the ult, it can be pretty nasty. I've experienced bad things with an Angela Navi combination. The shields are just insane. They can't be controlled. It doesn't die.
But lucky with the overextension. Nice combo play coming out in the mid lane. Oh, they forced the flicker out. The lovely play from Evander and Agent Ice getting rid of the flicker. But I mean, look at this. She was almost on death's door. It just heals back up.
Yeah. I hate support so much. I get the good and they've all been buffed and it's so nice for them. As you see that the Beyblade has been committed onto the Akari. So low. Will he manage to poke him out? Nah, he just manages to get out of that with his first kill. Yeah.
Without the level 4s from any of the players here, it was no option to go in with a finisher. Lovely play from Evander, but there's the dive into the backline. Bernadetta has the mobility to just escape it. She dodges the ball coming through from Agent Ice just by the skin of her teeth. But now it's Belmont, who is quite low, needs to get the regen. Nice Molina doll coming in from Stormbreaker here, but the passive has been procced on that Nana. And so this is going to be a lot of people very low and probably a very delayed start for this first turtle.
Yeah, because there's just a lot of fighting in the mid lane. Granted, nobody died, but I feel like it's very unnecessary.
Yeah, there was a bit of poke on both sides. Now the spells are set, right? So the jungles hit that level 4 timing. Heavy Spin is in there. Heart Guard's not going to be available. Same with the Fatal Links. But Yuzong's got the Black Dragon form as he commits it. Now he's diving in. His target is either Nana or the Angela. He's focusing onto the Nana. He dives into the backline. Doesn't have the Petrify, but the passive procs. He does get the pick-off kill. And that's going to be the chase on right now. Though Akai did secure the turtle, so I'd say honor's even in this trade.
Yeah, I would also say so. I do think Wisey could have rather gone for the Angela because he did manage to get the stun up on him there and escape. Nana, you don't really have to worry about Nana. You will get another shot for that thing.
Yes, Nana. Strangely enough, right, Virus and I last night were rewatching South Africa and the ESF up against Malaysia, and the second game Nana pick that came through at the end. which was just oof.
Yeah. Nana fake is wild.
Yeah.
But I mean, if it works, it works. And as you see, the Mustika has been committed. Nana manages to flicker out. The board flickers in as well. But the Nana gets taken down here by the Atlas. Atlas having to flicker out here. But the damage just followed him. And Hanabi managing to pick up that kill.
Yeah, so
that is a 1-for-1 exchange.
Yeah, 1-for-1 trade. Oh, but the hard card committed onto Hanabi. That could be a little bit early. Now, Hanabi wants to play aggressively onto McCain on the carry, who is repositioning. Doesn't have the light wheels to be able to really start to hurt. But there's Bellman. He's not too worried about anything. He knows that he has that there's no heavy spin that's been committed. Takes a lot of damage, though, as Atlas comes in with the zoning in. But, oh, Yuzong with a bit of overextension there on the top lane. Played a little bit too aggressively, and that's going to be a kill in response. On the top lane as well, Bernadetta.
Yeah, I mean, Bene does kill YZ in the 1v1. He just has that second skill is the problem. That second skill is annoying.
Oh, wait, hold on, yeah. Stormbreaker, yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, unfortunate. Like, I was wondering where she was going. I thought maybe she was going for a bit of a wraparound play, but then there was no wraparound. It was just... Like Stormbreaker was just walking, he was doing the moonwalk. You know, he wants to celebrate that Michael Jackson movie early.
Yeah, and unfortunately Benedetta's already been caught by Cheval on Mustika. I don't think, maybe she can get out, we'll see.
Yeah,
but,
possible.
Yeah, they're playing pretty well on the side of and Vanguard. They using their lineup to their advantage for the most part. I thought it would be a little bit more dominant to the side of Predatory.
Yeah. Okay, Nana back and ready. The lag out has sorted itself out, but Isika is being chased down. Nana is quite low. She should have the passive back. No, the passive not back. As the assault gets the pick-off kill. Bernadetta trying to dive in here. However, while all of this action was happening on the top lane, APC winning off the Retri battle.
Yeah. See, this is the nonsense about Angela. Like, Evander altered him. There was people on him, but he just walks out because there's so much healing.
Yeah, true.
I don't like that.
But I mean, this pressure here, this jungle invades, is what you'd like to see. Now you got to worry about Nana and the Molina Blitz in the small space, but they go in, they steal the buff, and they manage to get back out with a fair degree of safety. If you keep on doing this, it's the one problem with picking up support as a roam, is that it's difficult to deal with these potential invades, as now the Aegis being popped by Hanabi with the hard guard committed as well. But there's the lift of lovely fatal links, but the lethal counter just not being able to do the damage, as oh my goodness, yeah, Salt coming in at just the right time to secure the kill. He's diving in under counter, it's the triple kill, and he's got the black dragon to get out. Is he gonna go for the maniac? No, there's no immediate wave.
Yeah. I think Agent I should have been a little more patient there with the Mysticash, because like Atlas controlled and it kind of messed him up a little bit. But as we do see that the Eclipse play just been committed, Shiva Isagi. Ooh! Down onto the white.
It was Eclectic Blades into the Molina Blitz. Like, where were you gonna go? That was quicksand right there.
Oh man. And that's second skill, because like he got onto it. It's just, oh man. Yeah. I hate that second skill.
Yeah, this game very, very, very balanced, as Bellman wants to protect this turret. He goes in, oh, there's the lethal counter. Nana is taken down as King trying to survive this Bellman, but oh, it's a double for the Bellman. He's gonna get trapped with the heavy spin. Who's gonna manage to win the Beyblade battle? It's gonna be Akai, but Yoichika with the finisher there. Second skills back to safety with the hard guard on her, and well, this is still fairly even. The gold lead is in favor of Phantom Vanguard. That might change though with Yuzong taking the turret.
Yeah, but I mean, Phantom Vanguard has to try and end the game a little bit early. The scaling on the side of PGD is gonna come to bite them with the gold and the carry.
Yeah. It's a toss-up either way. Though Hanabi with a hard guard on her can prove to be quite deadly.
Yeah, I was talking about it earlier, but it's also so hard for them to contest like anything because they don't have a roam. That's like the problem when you have a support roamer.
Yeah.
It's really hard to contest.
You can see Stormbreaker is really experiencing the difficulty in here. But as the passive being procced up once more, the hard guard... Actually, did you realize that the hard guard stays on Angela even though the passive... I mean, on Nana even though the passive is procced? I didn't actually realize that.
Yep. It does. And did you see that the engagement is on here, but the pin is just slightly off the mark. Why is he into the back line? Can he do it? Does manage to proc the passive onto the Angela, but it's just not enough damage. Will he be able to get out himself? The Balmond is into the mix. It does commit a lethal counter, but so the damage is just not there. Carry coming to the assist, and that will be a 2-for-1 exchange, potentially more. Will they continue this fight? It looks like Nana wants to. But
Yeah.
Now
Now he definitely wants to, but you gotta worry about the Mystic Gush. As it's God that sets up a triple. Oh my goodness. Now, can they take advantage of this? Nana does have Molina Blitz to try to clear the wave, but they've got some backline dive here with the Atlas who's going in. He wants to try to get the Fatal Links, but he does just enough to zone, and that's going to be map open. Purgatory Gildan have gotten the advantage now in the mid game.
Yeah, that is very greedy. Like, they got, like, the kill. They should have just left. It wasn't, that was overextended in there.
Yeah. I suppose with the hard guard being on Hanabi, she felt a little bit fearless. It's like, I can never die. But the Mystic Gush kills everybody.
Yeah. She needs to first get the rose gold. She needs to make sure she has the easier stuff. Like, can't just go in. Gotta have your things ready. But the reduce the engagement is on yet onto the YZ. Yo, this Benedetta taking no damage from this YZ because of the hard card onto her. But will we see the Petrify combo here coming here? Yes, we do. Benedetta's second skill just managing to get out here, but the passive is proc. The Ecliptic Blade is into the mix. Will this Benedetta finally go down? Yes, she does. Going down to the court. Sky Piercer. Nana, I think, is lagging again.
Yeah. Now the chase is on onto Stormbreaker. We go into a pause once more. Was this another lag out?
Yeah, he was walking straight into the wall.
Oh my goodness. That's kind of unfortunate.
Oh, that guy's dead. Sorry, that's the bad one. That's a good lag out.
Might have the passive, right? Might, but there's no, hard guard.
Yeah, and there's no one there. Like, man, it's so deep.
Yeah, this is when he actually he has sorted out his lag issues, right? It's just this is going to be a very sad moment in time. He's just stuck there. It's unstoppable for Agent Ice. No mercy being shown to the Nana.
I mean, you gotta take advantage when they come in. Did you see carry is but I thought she was gonna be bursting onto the board there. I didn't commit to the light loss, but Balman is here. They need to get it's like a chance that a guy can steal them, actually.
Yeah. Though he's in deep water. He goes in with the heavy spin. Oh, nice repositioning from the Balmond as he secures that with the lethal counter. Now the chase is onto Akai. Bernadetta wants to stop things here. The flicker play from Atlas. He gets petrified, so couldn't go into the Fatal Links. Now he lands the Fatal Links. It's only onto the Nana, but he's going to be taken down. Black Dragon form has been committed, but there's that Hanabi in the backline. Oh my goodness, but the passive keeping Nana alive. The chase is on here as they lose to Belmont. He tries to get something done, but it's a 2-for-0 trade. Even though they got the Lord, this Lord is definitely going to prove to be less effective.
Yeah, 100%. And I mean, there's a Hanabi. That thing is the best thing ever for melting down a Lord. Like, it just disappears.
And without the wave equilibrium, because they did clear the mid lane, and so this means no wave equilibrium. It's difficult to try to force all the turrets through. As Yoichi diving in here onto the god who has to use the Mystic Crush, but there's the shutdown finally. However, the turnaround from the carrier, she is definitely online. It's a 2-for-1 trade-off. I don't think they can take the tier 2 turrets though. Atlas trying to go in onto the Nana, who does have a shield available. There's the heavy spin catching up the Atlas, but the Fatal Links does get onto 3 is going to be the lethal counter, being exactly what it is, which is lethal. Yuzong into the back line. He gets the pick off. It's a full team wipe. And oh my goodness, actually they can take the mid lane turret. They should be able to do that. It's only Angela and Bernadetta alive to try to defend this. Can they do this? They want to put the pressure in here. They get the stuns. The controller to Bernadetta. She forces the second skill back. Or to McCain. He's just hard focusing this turret. Oh my goodness. The Eclectic Blades was committed. Now, Carrie, she wants to turn around for even more turrets. But, I mean, with the hard guard on Bernadetta, I think McCain's choice. He didn't want to be a Simba Chippy there. He was like, yeah, let's retreat.
Yeah, that would have been bad if he decided to go in there. But yeah, no, Burger is putting up a great performance here, taking advantage of that top lane fight here.
Agreed. Now, they've gotten themselves into a strong position. They're doing the correct thing in terms of freezing the lane, going in for the jungle plays. Phantom Vanguard, they've got to be a bit careful in terms of what they do. They need these kinds of combinations coming through as they take out Evander. And this is just before the Lord. Mystic Gush has been committed. The Heart Guard is onto Bernadetta. Isika Yuichi has been very impressive on this Bernadetta in this match. He wants to chase down Agent Ice, who has just enough mobility to escape the attentions of Bernadetta. And now, they need to, like a Phantom Vanguard, just alleviate the pressure on the lanes, give themselves as best an opportunity as they possibly can to be able to take this Lord, or at least contest for it.
And they have good odds because YZ did commit the Black Dragon. I mean, Akai also did use the heavy spin, but they have very good ability to contest it. They just need to find the way.
Yeah, to get across. You can actually, this is taken down way too fast. No opportunity to even, like, smell the Lord.
Yeah, Gary just committed the life field and said, it's serious.
Yeah, exactly. Now we're heading into the 14-minute mark. The Lord will be spawning up in the next, 11 seconds. Now, the diving into the backline, but the heavy spin is so on point. Eclectic Blades does come through. Bellman's going to be caught out, but the Fatal Links gets the drag back as McCain on this. Angela picks up a double, and now potential to go in for even more. You don't really want to chase a carry at this stage in the game. Flicker plays come through. Angela, the passive proccing just in time on that. Flask of Oasis keeping her alive. Options here to try to heal, to focus onto the turret. McCain is not interested in anything else except the turret. The Lord Wave is in the air, and that's PGD with first blood in this best of 2.
Oh man, a lot of performance by PGD. I'm impressed.
Yeah, very solid. Well, they had a strong draft. Bernadetta did give them some issues, though, in the course of this game. But overall, I mean, it's a team full of gold, so it's always a pretty solid performance. But we're heading into game number 2, and it's this time around it's Phantom Vanguard with the first picks. And would they have realized what the strategy is from the side of Purgatory Gildan and be able to deal with this? I think they might be going for a swap out on Stormbreaker on that Nana. He was having too much of lag issues.
Yeah, I understand that. Probably it did cost them quite a bit in some of the skirmish. Or maybe I think he just decided to restart his own. But I'm definitely expecting a Benedetto ban coming out now from Purgatory.
Yeah, the venue was quite problematic, but the draft and combo play from Purgatory Gildan was very much on point. They have improved significantly in that regards over the course of the tournament.
100%. And I mean, they went for a very solid draft, picking up the YZ assets. I mean, there's not much that Phantom Vanguard could do in the team fight. They needed to try and get like some pick-off play.
Yeah, they did. Now we're into. Let me just doubt. Did I reset this? Yes, I did. Oh, excellent. All right, so we're into game number 2 for the evening. This is the final match for today. Exciting session so far. And Merlin, we're heading very close to that round of 16. It's almost like, when you go to the beach. And I'm saying this for all of you who don't live near the sea, so, So sad for you. But as you approach the beach, you get the smell of the sea, and you know what's coming. It's the same thing. It's like you get the smell of the round of 16. It's coming.
It's gonna be insane. I can't wait to cast all those matches. It's gonna be insane.
Yeah, that's true. Now, the first two bans, pretty typical in terms of the Paquito, Marcel. Nobody really wants these heroes to be available. Even though there are counters to all of them. Well, at least Paquito. Marcel, right? Like, okay, let me ask you this question. What do you do to counter Marcel?
I think the best thing you can do is just put someone really mobile that can do decent damage on him the whole time, like a Kali, Hilda. That would be your best bet. Like, there's nothing more that you can do, and definitely don't pick up any assassin jungle because it's just gonna work. You just gonna get your picture taken, maybe trying a combo, and everything's gonna fall apart for you.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. I mean, like the only real like counter that's like viable for against a Marcel is Valentina. There isn't really anything.
Yeah. I think Terry's also not too bad. Like, you need a way to just poke him down or just like take him out of the equation as fast as possible. And it's easier said than done. I mean, his passive is the most annoying thing in this game.
100%. And I mean, like I'm in agreement with you. I believe that Hilda being aggressive onto him or a Khalid is the right way to go. But if you throw in the Valentina into the mix, that's the only real way I can see to counter him. Because then you can counter him with, ulti for ulti. But the passive part of it, right? It's like there is no way to counter.
Yeah, that passive is just too strong. Like, it's pick up ban everywhere. Like, even in the pro scene, it's pick up ban. There's no such thing as just leaving that guy open.
Yeah. This was one hero when he launched. I was like, why, Montan, why? Why did you do this to us? Did you like us to rage quit? Do you have some investment into like Samsung or Apple where you want us to keep on buying new phones? Is that what you want from us?
Because I mean, Purify's don't work. He has his own classification of CC, first ever in this game, which is insane. Like, whoever thought of this one? Yeah, you were sitting there, you had a bad weekend with this girl, and you're just like, you know what?
Yeah, most definitely. Now, what do you make of the Valor into the Atlas? I was thinking the Zetchian they had on screen might have been a good combo, because it comboed with the Yuzong that they picked up. And at the same time, it can combine with Hylos and Grok. And Grok you can use to help with against the Atlas. Like, as long as he's not caught in the fatal links, if anybody comes in, he can zone them away with the wall. Zetchian, with her passive, can force back Atlas from connecting, and you just throw a Purify in there, and you're kind of safe from the fatal links. I think maybe Zetchian would have been a better choice, but I can understand the Valor pick.
Yeah, I think I do agree with you on the Zutan. I also like the Valor. Personally, I wouldn't go for the Flicker. I would take up a second Purify, because in case they do decide to bait his out, because he has the nice ability, if Atlas goes in for the set and Valor is part of it, he can quickly ult out and push everyone back, which does give his teammates a bit of like a room to breathe.
Yeah, true. He just has to watch out for the Flicker combo from the Terizla. And at the same time, right, the Kimmy pick, Stormbreaker picking up the Kimmy in the mid lane can be used to pile pressure onto the Valor. So it's the choice for Roma is going to be an important one.
100%, and that's why I'm saying you should pick up the second Purify, because then like there's no CC gonna touch that guy, and he has the stun capabilities to defend himself very well with his second and first kill.
True, very true. Now, PGD picking up the MM in the first phase. I thought they would go for a double MM ban in the second phase, but they want to get rid of some of the comfort picks from the side of Phantom Vanguard, banning out the Cushion, which is, it's a solid ban. Though I'd be thinking that they might want to ban out the Clint in as their next ban, because then it's going to give Irithel decent space. It's either Clint or Brody. The Liam mod
most
ban's a
likely.
good one, though.
Yeah, Liam is a good one. I disagree with you with the Gusion ban. I never think it's any like I can't even call it a good ban or solid ban. It's just, yeah, it's a ban.
Yeah. Well, there's this thing about comfort picks.
Yeah.
Even talking to some of the other coaches from the Filipino coaches, they are heavily in favor of, not all of them, right, but some of them, they're heavily in favor of, if the person you're up against means just a few heroes and has not a massive hero pool of, hard focus banning them, and then because if you're going to take them out of their comfort zone, it proves to be problematic and can be a winning condition. So there is something to be said from it, but I agree with you. In a typical situation, you don't really want to ban a Goshen.
Yeah, especially I can't imagine fans of Vanguard picking up a Vision into the lineup that they have. I think they would go for something with a little bit more team synergy because they have this asset, a Terzla penalty zone combo that they got here. Lucas is a very nice pick here.
Target.
On the side of it. I quite like that pick into the because it does give a lot of space. Oh, but the corner here though.
Yeah, this is the Lucas pick is very good. He's gonna give them exactly what they need to deal with the Terzla and the Atlas. Now, what would the side of PGD need? Maybe Minnow wouldn't be a bad pick into this lineup.
Yeah, I think Minotaur. You know who I would actually be looking at Hilo?
Yeah, Villiers Hylos is strong. If you're going in for the invades, but you've got the backline dive from Yuzong, and you've got Lucas as well. So I was thinking maybe a bit of CC and a little bit of sustain as well. So Minnow sort of serves that purpose.
Very true, very true. Ooh, the Belleric, that's actually not bad. I'm not too mad about it. I think it can be really well, especially because of Kimi there. And Guinevere, if she comes in recklessly, the punt it can be quite nasty.
Yeah, Belleric's not bad. The only problem Belleric is going to have is with the Leslie, but that's if it gets to late game.
Yeah, that's if it gets to late game. But I mean, YZ is probably going to take care of Leslie 9 times out of 10. It's the target priority there.
Yeah. And in terms of matchup, Leslie up against an Irithel, I'd say it's a fairly even matchup.
And I say Leslie actually wins that matchup, because of the first skill, the invisibility, not targeting. If you only has one skill that you can actually aim toward.
Both cancels the conceal.
The second skill also in that.
Yeah, because it's AoE. Anything AoE is gonna target the Leslie. That's what I was saying. It's a little bit even because if Leslie can reposition quick enough to avoid that armor buster combination, she should be able to turn around and get the poke. But if you're gonna get, it's gonna be a skill based one.
Yeah, true. I have to agree with you there. Now I forgot about the resale second skill because you barely take note of it.
It's very small in terms of range. Yeah, but Kimi is not going to have a nice time up against this Belleric.
Not at all. And the Villiers, it's because Villiers' early game damage is one of the best, out of mages. Because of the stun lock he provides as well. It's really hard to go against him in the early game, especially if you're going to try and invade.
Yeah. Potential invade was coming in here, but they Phantom Vanguard did decide to back off. I think that was the wiser decision. Because you don't want to go in for an early game contest up against a Villiers.
And a Lucas. That early game damage, those two together, I don't think you could do too much. And if Belleric pulls up with the taunt, you're just going to go in and get controlled.
Agreed. Now, one of the few heroes who can sort of sustain up against the Yuzong Terzla here. You can see King is having not too bad of a time here, just playing safe for the most part. Both teams trying to find that right space to go in for a bit of counter jungling, which is good to see. I'm always a big fan of when teams do counter jungle, but so far, nothing doing. I mean, it's a very, very safe start from both sides.
Yeah, and that was a beautiful wave freeze here, Viking. in the bot lane. Yeah, I thought that was very smart because it's really hard to push onto a YZ early game with the Petrify, so it's much safer just to try something like that.
Yeah. So both teams went for that alternate rotation. Lucky just taking a little bit of poke damage, but using that conceal, getting a steal onto the gold crab. Oh, but meanwhile, there's the Atlas going in, and that's going to be first blood just around the turtle. Lovely pick off there from the Atlas, but there's the chase out. Black Dragon form has been committed as Yuzong into the back line. He gets a pick off. Can he get another? Atlas is so low, but he gets the the stun in there, adjusted to the Yuzong, who's sustaining through the somehow. Oh my god, how does he sustain through all of this? He sidesteps the skill coming in from the Guinevere. He's like, okay, I survived through as much as I could. Finally gets taken down, but it's a 2-for-2 trade overall.
Did you see how many times Atlas freezed him? This is why Atlas is so good. You literally freezed him twice.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, the ultimate snipe coming through. I think McCain there just sort of overextended a little bit. And so it's a kill for a turtle trade-off, which kept things even.
Yeah. But I mean, the gold advantage is still slightly in favor of Purgatory, yeah? By but
Yeah.
still.
Yeah. It's something. Some goals better than nothing, but there's the Violet Requiem coming through as they take down Evander on the Belleric, who's going to need a little bit in terms of sustain to deal with this massive damage, magic damage output. I suppose building Athena's early on might be a good option.
I think Radiance would be much better for him because they all do consistent magic damage instead of burst.
Yeah. Maybe just that cloak at least to start, and then you can build into whatever else it is going to be.
True. The engagement is Yakimi, and Leslie just poking out the rapid fight has been committed, but Lucas does manage to take down Atlas. And yeah, there's not really much they can do in the ways of defense here. They might try and push into the tower a little bit, but the minion waves are just not there. Lucas is into the back line here. Does manage to, Leslie gets taken down by the Belaric's passive here, but the damage is so much on this Lucas. Guinevere just tried to come in there with the spatial migration, it's poked down so low. Does commit the Violet Requiem. Atlas, what a beautiful set coming here from Atlas, just getting that double kill.
Yeah, well. Imagine with the flicker, fatal links. I think the side of PGD stuck around a little bit too long. And the gold, it's still on that even-ish course. But look at this from Terizla. Lovely camp on. However, Yuzong Salt trying to get that passive. The flicker coming through as a Belleric wants to hunt down this Terizla. Wants to land the taunt. Does land it. He commits the Wrath of Giants. Do they have the follow-up damage? Terizla, he's a tanky boy, but nice sidestep from Salt. But there's Atlas. He wants to go in with that passive. They do get a bit of control here onto Evander. Having committed the Wrath of Giants, he's going to be in a lot of danger. But the Black Dragon form to chase his on. Are they going to be able to force out to the kitty? There's the Petrify. Somehow Evander escapes. He runs away. Oh my god. That was so close, but they do get a kill in response. Meanwhile, the turtle fight was just continuing any which way, as it's a killing spree for Vanguard on the Guinevere, chasing down the Aerothel. That's going to be a double in the bot lane. This game could go either which way.
Oh man, this Leslie is already quite fit and does have some Sky Pierce reflections. We do see that the pressure is on here, onto Valier here in the mid lane. Leslie does commit the ultimate snipe. That is enough to take down the Valier, and that is a 1-for-0 exchange there in the mid lane. Man, Leslie's 3-1 too. That's scary stuff.
Yeah. But Mad, he's chasing down as he gets picked off by Yuzong. Time the distance, but now the Fatal Links gets a drag back onto 2. Yuzong wanted to use a Black Dragon form to escape, but he can't. As the Wrath of Giants was committed, now the chase is onto Kimmy. Kimmy does have the mobility to escape. She uses the arrow to dash back, and she's really starting to hurt. Now they're going to hightail it because the penalty zone is coming in here. It feels like Argentina playing all over again. Penalties galore. Nah, I'm teasing. They actually did pretty well in the semi-final.
They did. Man, this is like a brawl match. Everybody's fighting in all points of the map, yeah. Turtle fight is going on, our bot lane fight is going on, everything is just all over the show.
Yeah. And this could be the first turret of the game. Oh, yes, it is. The minion throwing out one final hit. and that's first tier 1 turret taken down. In this game, anything could really happen here. The gold lead now in favor of Phantom Vanguard. They want to try to even the series off, get one game on the board there just to end off in a draw. Though Purgatory, I mean, if they can get their combos going, it's going to be good. But a lot of the win condition is going to come down to the user.
Yeah, 100%. You know, it's been a long time since I've seen a Leslie build guy as the first item, and it's actually working out for them. Like, it's insane. Now they also got the Circus Fury, so it's gonna be quite a bit of damage. As you do see Pellery coming in here, just trying to, but the Guinevere does manage to secure the turtle. Lucas is into the mix as well, but does get taken down here. That will be a killing spree going in the way of Kimmy, as well as Atlas committing the fatal links here onto the Valier, and that will be a double kill going in the way of Kimmy. That is a 3-0 exchange here. As well as potential mid lane tower getting poked down here. Will we still be able to make it out? Now the ultimate snipe does manage to get that. That's a killing spree going in the way of Leslie. YV just picking up the pieces. Can he get the wipe here? The control is up. The passive is being proc. That is a triple kill. Will we see the maniac? And it is a maniac.
Oh my goodness, what a play from Salt. 1v everybody. He's gonna pay the price for it there, but what a play from him. What a maniac.
Man, that is insane. Oh my boy.
That there is the play of the tournament.
Yeah.
Not even the play of the week. That's the play of the tournament so far.
That was an insane play right there. Wow, that was I agree with you, 100% maniac of the tournament, player of the tournament.
What a good... Oh, that's just fantastic. Now, what a play. Now, the Lord's going to be up in 40 seconds, right? Phantom Vanguard have the options to actually clutch this Lord out, right? They've got the Fatal Link still available. It's going to be and the penalty zone as well. It's going to be discipline from them. They need to get a bit of poke out, force everybody away. I think you can see like there's a lot of pressure being placed onto Evander, who has to hightail it, committed the Wrath of Dryads. But oh, now the control into the backline, the knock-up, penalty zone, dragging back everybody as now the Black Dragon form is coming in here. The chase is on, but Kimmy, she's trying to reposition. However, this user, he's in the backline once more. It's a double kill, it's a triple for Leslie. Is she going to be able to get the maniac? Is this a savage? Can she get the reposition? The petrify comes through. This could be it. It's a maniac. Oh, I mean a savage. Oh my goodness. What a play from the Leslie. This is a maniac with a savage. With a... Everybody did except Leslie.
What did we just watch? Went from a maniac straight into a savage. You guys are almost giving us an exciting last match. Viewers, I hope you guys are watching. I hope you like, sharing, and subscribing. Tell us in the comments what you think. I'm enjoying myself.
Crazy stuff from both teams. This is absolutely devastating. What a savage they've done. And now she's gonna really hurt. I mean, she's gonna have her items up online. She's gonna be almost full build right now. She's gonna hit like an absolute truck. User wants to try to get it onto this Leslie. Can he do it? Yes, he does. He gets the reposition. He forces everybody back. He gets it up to the Kimmy, but Leslie with the reposition. This is going to be a 3-0 trade-off. 3-for-1 trade-off. Who got the Lord in the... Actually, 4-for-1. And the Lord.
Yeah. But man, that savage going in the way of this Leslie was like the worst case scenario. But luckily, they did manage to get basically the wipe and us with Leslie. They have to defend, and Leslie can't really defend something like that by herself.
Yeah, they're forcing her back. They should be able to take down the tier 2 turrets, at least. But I mean, the Holy Shields are up, at least for the next minute, so that's going to be okay. This game is on a knife edge.
Yeah, and the Lord is still pushing, so they will get quite a few mega minion waves pushing down, so maybe they can crack the Holy Shield. Well, it's gonna go down in a couple of seconds anyways, but maybe they can get a young tier 3 in the bot lane if they can get like some sort of a wave sync.
Yeah, true. Might be possible, but they need some way to get in onto this Leslie. She's the win condition right now. Once more, it's maybe a lot of pressure onto the user, who has been playing amazingly in this game, to be honest. But it's going to be difficult.
On my shoulders right now.
Yeah, true. Oh my goodness. But let's see, right? Like, okay, Holy Shields are down. The game is more or less reset right now. Tier 2 turrets and more map control in the favor of PGD. But it's not the easiest place to be in still, especially considering there's an Atlas, there's a Terrorista. Leslie, as we know, is almost full build. It's anybody's game. It's a coin toss at this moment.
Yeah, but the gold lead is leaning more towards the side of Purgatory. It's a young 2K gold lead. So anybody can still win this game 100%. It's going to really come down to whether or not they can get onto this Leslie, and whether or not Valia and Valerie can stop the Atlas from getting the kind of set that he wants.
And well, we're going to find out what's going to happen. I suspect this next Lord fight's going to determine quite a bit.
Yeah, because these guys, like the wives that have been seeing on both sides, I know. Whoever gets this next Lord, it's gonna be insane.
Agreed. Whoever gets it. I mean, PGD have gotten a nice wave push happening in the bot lane as they try to get a bit of zoning and engage here onto the Kimmy. But the Guinevere, she's waiting in a perfect position. Belleric could be in a bit of trouble. There's the knock-up and the control coming through as they take out Belleric. Beautiful follow-up. Meanwhile, there's the Black Dragon form being committed onto Kimmy. Once more, it's going to be the passive blocking. The chase is on here as Yuzan gets a kill in response. onto the Leslie. That's a big kill. Now, are they going to go for this? Yeah, Lucas is quite low. And there is no Belleric. Should they go for this? Oh, they get the pick off once more. This is definitely a time to go for this. Irithel's going to have the damage. There's no MMs in here. It's only going to be the Guinevere you're going to have to worry about. They might as well rush this play.
I don't know why they're taking their time. Well, they should just immediately be pushing the slow. They have the Valia, they have the YZ to zone out. You don't really need the Belleric. He will make it eventually. They should have just looked. This look could have been down already, but the Black Dragon is here into the mix, just keeping Guinevere away from just everybody, zoning literally everybody out. Insane. Uncontested Lord here going in the way of Purgatory.
Yeah. So now they're going it's just about getting that wave sync to be able to crack open the base. It's going to be very interesting. Can they end with this Lord? Or will we see the side of Phantom Vanguard be able to defend this? Because they have the ability to defend this. And the longer this game goes on, the more it'll swing in favor of Phantom Vanguard.
100%. And they do have an insane defense coming out of the penalty zone and the Atlas. And Kimmy can just melt these waves. That's what she does really well. She can melt the waves, melt the Lord. Leslie on the other hand can't do that, but she can get the pokes out. Keeping everybody back.
So they got a double wave sync in. Lord is charging in. There's a Wrath of Drides, manages to catch on to 3. Irithel with the killing spree, and they take down the Leslie. Now Yuzong, he's on the hunt for the Kimmy, who does manage to reposition, but there's the Violent Requiem. They get the pick off and the shutdown onto the Yuzong. The chase is on Atlas. Yes, it's trying to get the Fatal Ace, but the Purify comes in. Now Irithel, she's on a mega kill. It's going to be another. It's a double kill going the way of Lucas. He uses the Unleash the Beast options to lock on. It should be a triple for the Yuzong, and that's going to be PGD taking this 2-0.
Oh man, the positioning of Leslie. Yeah, that's the downfall right there.
Yeah. That pick off there onto the Leslie. No ability to go in for the defense properly like that. But this was a very entertaining matchup between these two teams. Highly clippable. Let me say it like that.
Stop, my man. Enjoy your YouTube short.
Yeah, that was fantastic play on the user. For that maniac.
Yeah, no, that was insane.
But the MVPs of the evening, it's Mad on the Guinevere with a 9.6 rating. Evander on the Belleric with a 9.5. He did tank through quite a bit of damage there. As you can see, it's 38% of the damage, almost to 140k.
Yeah, My MVP is definitely Salt on the YZ. Man is doing so much for his team.
It was a lovely, lovely match between the two. But well played to both teams. This was an entertaining way to end the evening after the drama in the early game between Salvatore, Syndicate, and Rutilant Sons. But on that note, sadly, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you guys for tuning in to watch these games, but we're gonna have to bid you adieu. It's gonna be goodbye and good night from myself, Waylander and Merlin, until we catch you on the next stream. Thank you for watching.